The Sahara Desert is the world's largest hot desert and the third largest desert behind Antarctica and the Arctic. Located in North Africa, it covers large sections of the continent, covering 9.2 million square kilometers, which is comparable to the area of China or the US, and is a total of 8% of the Earth's land area. From the satellite map, the Sahara Desert appears yellow as a whole. In sharp contrast to Central Africa, which is covered by a large amount of green vegetation in the south. So how did the Sahara Desert form? How deep is the sand in this desert? And if all the sand there is dug out, what is left? Geologists have drilled oil wells in the Sahara Desert. According to the drilling results, the shallow places in the desert have only a few meters deep sand, and the deep places can reach hundreds of meters, with an average depth of sand of about 150 meters. While the top of the highest dunes can reach a height of 320 meters from the bedrock. However, not all places in the Sahara Desert are covered by sand. The real desert area only occupies 1/5 of the total area, and most of the rest is made up of exposed rocks. Including mountains, plateaus, salt marshes, and depressions. In addition to the rock layers, there are remains of prehistoric creatures and the remains of ancient human civilizations below the Sahara Desert. Although the environment of the Sahara Desert is very harsh, it has not always been a desert. In the recent past, it was actually a fertile soil that nourished many creatures and civilizations. According to geological evidence, the Sahara was once warm and humid 12,500 years ago. It was a vast grassland and an oasis of life. However, with the passage of time, the Sahara grassland had become more and more arid, and some areas even had no rainfall for several years. Such climate changes caused the vegetation to disappear. With nothing to log the soil, the wind blows away all the fine sediments, leaving only sand, rocks, and bedrock in the end. Scientists estimate that the area of the Sahara Desert has grown nearly 10% since 1920. And the desert will likely continue to expand at a comparable rate until 2050. Despite many thinking of the Sahara as a constantly hot climate, temperatures drop dramatically at night due to the lack of humidity and can reach lows of -6 degrees Celsius. Studies have shown that the Sahara Desert has been alternating between a savanna and a desert for hundreds of thousands of years, with a cycle of about 20,000 years. The reason behind this is related to the periodic changes in the tilt angle of the Earth's rotation axis. The inclination of Earth's axis gradually changes over time, which leads 1,000 years ago the Sahara had become very dry from a lush grassland to a barren desert. When the Sahara evolves into a grassland again, it will be 15,000 years later. That's all for today's video. Like and
This is what liquefaction looks like. It's one of the most devastating effects of an earthquake. Soil breaks down and flows like water. It happens when a quake strikes an area with loose, moist soil that's been shaken violently. The soil behaves like a liquid, with frightening results. Indonesian officials say more than 2,000 homes have been destroyed after a 7.5 magnitude earthquake triggered liquefaction in some areas. Here's the village where this video was filmed. It's located 8.5 miles from the coast. This is what it looked like before the earthquake, and this is what it looks like now. Here we see where the houses once stood. Now there's nothing left. This other video shows the same phenomenon in a neighborhood in the city of Palu. It's also been largely destroyed. And here is another neighborhood that has been devastated. But liquefaction was responsible for only part of the destruction after the earthquake. On the coast, a tsunami ripped apart the infrastructure. Like this bridge and this beachfront. More than 1,200 people have died, and officials fear the death toll could rise as rescue teams continue their search for survivors.
ります。釜石大船渡でかなり水位が上がったそうです。こちらにもすぐ来るのが出されております。直ちに高台もしくは避難場所にかなり大きな津波が押し寄せております。皆さん川沿いから離れてください。かなり大きな
来たからほら。頭の車。あ、これだこれだこれだこれ来たこれ来た。ああ、ダメだ。ダメだ飛んで。우지다가 됐다 우지. 아무 나가서 이게 나가서야 돼.
何これ。さっきの人は？さっきの人は？何これ。何これ。なんだよこれ。あーどうす
The quake and the tsunami have drastically changed the landscape. Take a look at these aerial pictures taken before and after the disaster.
We have a footage from above. First of all, Minami Sanrik town in Miyagi Prefecture. The left, right down is the sea, and this is the hospital building. This is a 5-storied building, but the water came in up to the 4th floor. And as of shortly before 300 patients were waiting to be evacuated. And this is Minami Sanrik town before the earthquake hit. The yellow circle is where the hospital is, and right above that there is a city office. And according to the homepage, this building is 2-storied building, but after the earthquake, as you can see, you cannot see any building which the city office used to stand. And according to the city office, there has been no contact whatsoever with the city office. Now this is Soma of Fukushima Prefecture, and the upper part of the screen is the sea, and you can see that the water came in from upper part of the screen to the lower part of the screen. And this is Soma before the earthquake, it is very green, and also in little below the center you can see residential area, and then once again the footage or the picture after the earthquake. The residential area has been inundated, and as you can see, it's been devastated. And this is Rikuzen Takata of Iwate Prefecture. This place has also been devastated, and the left part is the residential area, but as you can see, it is completely flooded. And this is Rikuzen Takata before earthquake, seen from the same angle. And this is Rikuzen Takata before earthquake, seen from the same angle. And you can see that the city has completely been changed. Due to tsunami, the wooden structure buildings have all been washed away, and also other structures have also been damaged. And this is Sendai Airport after the earthquake. The left part is the runway, and part of the runway is underwater. And also the area surrounding the building is covered with muds and stones. And this is the picture before the earthquake. And once again, this is the picture or footage after the earthquake. As of 6 a.m. this morning, many vehicles covered under the mud.